Hello, beautiful people. Here we are at the 2019 USA Team Handball Open in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we've got a good one here for you today. Houston versus Alberta. Oh, these are two high-powered teams. And I believe they're going to put on a great showing for us. Earlier in the week, Alberta beat Houston 26-20. Alberta has been on a hot streak dominating the competition with the likes of Big Pasty, number 21, the big man that plays the pivot, and number 9, Noah. They've done a great job controlling the tempo and playing their style. Have not been able to catch Houston yet. We'll pick up on their tendencies and see how they do. Here with my man Andy, technical guy here. He might put on the mic for a bit if I can't find a color court commentator. I don't know why they don't want to call this amazing game. It's the final, but that's okay. More opportunities for me to show it to you with the same enthusiasm and fire. Maybe tone it down a notch so people say I'm a yeller. I don't know if they like that. Getting these cords untangled quickly. Still looking around for a color guy. Here we go.
Hey, partner.
How's it going, Andy?
It's going. We're about to get going. Alberta Juniors. Fast team. I have not seen anything from Houston, like you said. I've been on court 2 all weekend.
Right, and they haven't played court 2. Let's take a look to
Same with
see if we
Minnesota.
got any comments or anything.
Hello, Thomas.
What are the next games for men and women? So this game is the Open League Championship, Alberta versus Houston. The next game is the Women's League Championship, New York for Chicago. Stay tuned for both. They're going to be exciting. It's going to be the best 2 teams in each division.
Right, this is the Open Championship. Next, as he said, is Women's Championship.
Yep.
And then followed by the Elite Championship, which is there's no women's team in the Elite, but
right.
It'll be a male competition.
Women have 1 league.
Only because there's not enough teams to be making other ones.
Let's go over some players that you should definitely look for. I talked about Big Pasty. I talked about Noah. Number 7, his name is Cole. He is 16 years old, going to play in Denmark after the summer, and he is a phenom. He plays the point, and he is very accurate.
Do we know anybody from Houston?
I do not. I am going to try to pick up on their tendencies as early as I can and see who the stars are. Do you have a pen, my friend?
I do not.
That is a problem.
I do in my bag, but my bag is not.
I need to be writing this down. I need help.
Help.
Does anyone have a pen? It doesn't look like it.
Let me put my headset down.
I found one.
He found one. Let's get
and
this party
off.
started.
Big Pasty to Cole, and we're ready to go. Keep an eye on Big 21, Big Pasty in the middle.
And just to clarify, that is the nickname they requested. Big Pasty, number 21.
He's big and he's pasty. Not a lot of sun up there in Alberta. Back to Cole. Into Wilson, the swinger. With the rip and the save. And they're pushing on the break already. That's 13. Peter. And he shoots it into the left side. And they go with the quick start to Big Pasty.
Real quick start. No one even stopped.
Back over to Cole. I'm interested to see the pacing. I thought it would be. I know Alberta goes fast.
Houston looks like they're quick. They look like they got some sprinter bodies on.
Right. 10 with the aggressive defense. That's Theo.
They all look like they can run.
Cole back over to Wilson. Back to Cole. Over to Brayford. He's swinging in. He wants another shot. He drops it off to Pasty. He's hacked, but he gets through it, and he finishes. 1-1.
That's where size comes into play. He took a hard hack, like you said, and recovered immediately, threw the ball in the net.
Swinging it back around. Peter to Theo. Back to Theo. He swings it to Peter into the corner. 12, 13, and 10 appear to be
What a
Either-
save off the foot.
I believe that hit the post, but it was
Well, it must have, because that would have been one loud
yeah.
shoe.
I believe Peter,
Got
Theo,
steel toes on.
and Paul, 12, 13, and 10, are either brothers or cousins. They have the same last name. I am not even going to try to announce that
I
name.
believe it's Osvalds.
Osfog?
We'll just go with Os.
The Osfog
Paolo
Bros.
Canovio says, check out the Osvalds. Those are the beasts.
The Osfogs are the beasts?
Ooh, I think a ref just took one.
The ref shook it off. He said, I didn't even get phased. We got a game to ref, and I'm not going to let a fastball phase me.
Oh, they're brothers. Paolo says they're brothers.
They're brothers. Paula, thank
that's
you
awesome.
so much. Three
what was
brothers.
their numbers again?
12, 13, and 10. The
Those 10.
Osfog
Gosh,
brothers.
that makes up the whole right side of the offense.
Absolutely. And the big man swings through. What's his number 28?
Another save from Alberta.
Philip
Long
Weissluck.
ball. Too far. Too long.
I have not seen this from Alberta. In their last game against Miami, they were so crisp. We've already seen a few turnovers. Hopefully they
I
can
think they're
get it
really
together.
hyped up right now, and that's what's causing the
It's
extra.
the championship game. They might have some nerves, but they're young and they're fearless.
Good news is we're only 3 minutes in, and they got another
Absolutely.
57 minutes to get it straight.
The Oswald brothers swinging it around.
They must be playing on another level, the brothers, because there's got to be some kind of mental connection.
There is some metagaming going on between those three.
This is going to be really enjoyable to see.
Absolutely. Would love to see some little tic-tac-toe, some passing, some behind the back, some no-look, something where they know where they are and the other people don't because of that connection. Here's a wing pass. And one of the Oswald brothers scores.
Scores.
It's Paul.
Keeper is
And the
down.
keeper's down. We'll keep an eye
I
on
think
that.
he might have banged his knee on the shin or the on the.
And that does not
post on the
feel
ground.
good. I can promise you that.
No, these are hard surfaces. Even the ball's pretty solid.
And also, Andy, they've been playing 4 or 5 games already.
Right.
So they have their own bumps and bruises already. So it could be something that maybe in game 1 wouldn't have hurt, but when it piles up and you take that shot,
It adds up.
absolutely.
Man, 3 days straight of handball. I can only imagine. Like, I threw the ball yesterday. I did like 3 throws, and my shoulder was sore.
Yeah. And these guys are going at full speed, like almost like a pitcher gets a pitch count because all of that torque on their
Yes.
arm.
I've had some tears in my shoulder before, so
Right.
it's all relative. But these guys are in super shape.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff that lingers. I know people with shoulder injuries.
You twist your mic so it's facing you. There we go.
Thank you. I was trying to mute myself for a sec. I was going to ask you if we could see the view count, and I wanted to see the link as well so I can send it to a few people.
Sure. Let me get you the link real quick.
43 beautiful people out there.
I'm going to email it to you.
Okay. Let's not put my email on the,
No, it
on
will
the
not be.
air. Even though I
Go
trust
ahead-
you guys
Go ahead
out there.
and type. Here, we'll take a music break temporarily. All right, we're back.
We're back. My email is not public,
Nope,
thankfully.
unless I messed up. I did not mess up.
If he messed up, please send me nice things.
Yes.
No hate mail. Please.
Only love mail.
All mail. People can send you some wacky stuff. Here comes Cole.
I'm going to get the clock straight here.
Back to Bryford or Brayford. Looks like they're trying to push that wing. The pass, and it's stolen. Looks like they called a spot foul. Back over to Brayford. To Cole. To Wilson. Back to Cole. They're trying to push that wing. And Big Pacey's ready, and he catches it, and he finishes.
He is going to be a force of nature in this
For
game.
a big man, he has great hands, and he is agile.
We'll see how much Alberta decides to utilize him. He's going unchallenged right now. Both goals of Alberta are his.
He is a problem. Apparently so are the Oswald brothers. They are passing it back and forth. Quick snap. And he tries to go up the middle with a jump shot. And
What
it's
a
kick
save from Alberta. He did the splits down there.
I believe that was Houston's goalkeeper.
Turnover? Yes. Turnover to Houston.
I keep hitting my mic. I am an amateur. Over to the Oswald brothers. A man with a Canadian flag has stepped in on his back. You might be able to see him walking the camera.
In the lower third.
They have some pride out here.
Oh, they had a huge crowd yesterday in the semis.
I thought they would too. I'm kind of surprised. I guess some people might have left. Here comes an Oswald brother. 13, that's Peter, but he's blocked. And it's still 2-2, 5 minutes into the game.
And then there was the timeout call that was kind of controversial. And I'm telling you, the Canadian fans were yelling for a good 10 straight minutes.
That was interesting to say the least. I'm glad I had Brad there with me to describe
you guys broke
that.
it down pretty well, and then we had some commenters help break it down as well.
Yeah, we did some interviews too where they did a great job of explaining that.
And that game is on YouTube now. You can go and rewatch the game.
Alberta, Miami, I highly recommend. We called that game, me and Brad Nelson, and it was a great one.
That was a fiery game.
I had a lot of fun, and this one is looking like it might be a good matchup as well. And he
It's
gets
a
it off the
goal.
deflection. And it's 3-2 Houston. I got to tell you, I did not expect Alberta to come out like this.
They're not moving at their normal pace that we've seen. And I wouldn't blame it on it's the third day.
Well, as you can see,
think
Houston
they're
has a
being
player
matched.
up high. Yes, they're getting matched in intensity. And number 22 up high might have something to do with it. That's Francis LeBuan. Over to Wilson on the wing. Looked like he went for the jump shot. Back to Bryford. Inside move with the jump.
He throws it to almost nothing. Luckily, Five is there. He takes it himself. Scores.
What a shot by Wilson. And it's a tie game, 3-3.
What seemed like an errant pass was recovered by Five. Put in the net, and Houston answers just as fast.
And they call a yellow on Bryford. He's trying to let him know, but he won't look. Doesn't want to
Clock's
know.
ticking.
And number 9, Noah, I saw him. He's in the top 5 or 6, I believe, in scoring for the Open League. He had about 10 in the semifinal against Miami. And I don't think he has a goal yet. And they cannot be happy with that. They need to get their star some touches in some promising areas.
Renata Coutinho says, "Go Houston."
Here comes Big Pasty with the post up. He tries
He's
to
double teamed. Able to get around him, but the foul was drawn before he could get the shot off.
Right, looks like he wanted that advantage. Here comes Cole with the fake pass. And they called a travel. And here comes one of the Oswald brothers, but they stopped the play.
Yeah, ref stops him. We got a yellow card in the backfield over here on number 13, I believe.
Looks like it was for a quick start.
Marcos Abesh says, "Go Firehawks."
Bunch of Houston fans in the
A lot of
chat.
Houston fans.
Gotta love it.
The thing about the chat, you're not going to see many Canadian comments because they're all here live watching in person.
With the jump in the behind the back pass to the wing. Over to an Oswald brother. He tries to put it in, but he's blocked. That was Theo.
I think this is an evenly matched game. This is going to be a really good final.
Over to the wing. He's held up by Cole, and he tackles him. I think it was clean. He didn't really mean it. Their momentum went through. Oswald to Oswald. Back to the wing. Andy, can you see that number of the big man? Oh, it's 28.
Yes, it is.
That's Phillip.
And that's a goal for 28.
28 puts it in.
That's 2 up.
2-goal lead. Alberta's not used to this situation, but they get into the...
Oh, I got the score wrong on mine.
And he floats it in. That's number 2, Gorjalik. And it's a 1-point game.
Every time we look at our sheets to look at a name, a goal is scored.
I know, it's tough.
We're on the trailing end of the action here. We're trying to keep up with it. It's so fast. 2 of the fastest teams in the whole tournament going head-to-head.
Absolutely. Here comes Theo. He dumps it off to the point, or to the pivot, I'm sorry.
Alberta's resorting to just grabbing and holding on to stop the Houston offense.
I'm not sure what they
We got a
called.
7
Wow.
meter. Let's get in there tight.
And he just laid it in there.
Yep.
Finesse shot. Didn't even really think about it. It was a great shot. Here comes
I apologize,
Brayford
I
to
had
Cole.
the wrong camera up.
Back to Wilson. Cole over to Wilson. Wilson Sterling gets the ball. Great handball name, by the way. If your name is Wilson Sterling and you're built like him, you are bound to do great things.
That's 28.
That's 5.
5.
5 on Alberta. Wilson Sterling, wow.
He had that goal. I remember earlier.
Is he a handball player or is he our 15th president? That's the kind of name it is. And he drops it off. Oh, he
Looks for the rolly shot. Unable to get it by the goalie.
Alexander says go Houston. That's 3 people already with the Houston shout-outs. We need some Alberta in the chat. They are getting outmatched.
Is this another 7?
It is.
Let's get in there.
And here comes Noah. Maybe this will get Noah going if he can finish here because he does not have a goal yet.
He needs a kickstart.
He goes for a fake and he doesn't budge,
There
but he
it is,
hits the
top
upper
left.
90 and he's hyped up. Noah with the finish, and it's 6-5. Houston still in the lead.
We're only 11 minutes in the game. We got 11 goals.
That's a good pace, my friend.
It is very fast.
Here comes Phillip over to the corner, 22. That is LeBlanc. Oswald brothers haven't left the court yet. They're passing it around. Looks like he wanted to square him up, but he goes back to Peter. Over to Paul, back to Peter. Over to Theo. Oh, and a little miscommunication from the brothers, and it looks like Cole wants a quick start, and he goes for the pass, but he's
Intercepted, direct to number 8.
And now they have a counter. Here comes an Oswald brother, and he jumps with it. Oh, and he might have been stopped. The big stop looks like good defense from Big Pasty.
Houston retains possession.
There's 2 things about him. He's big and he's pasty, and that time the big helped him out. Over to Phillip with a drop pass, and he finishes!
Plenty of time to put that in the net.
That was number 8, Lermer. With the finish, he's playing the pivot.
That was all off his interception from at midcourt.
That's a good point, Andy. He makes the interception, and he makes the finish, and he has to deal with Big Pasty.
That's the butterfly effect. One small play can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Here comes Brayford. He's held up, but he fights through, and now they call it. Back to a 9 meter. Over to Cole. Back to Wilson Sterling.
The shoulder shake.
Shoulder shake, shoulder shot, beautiful shot, and a beautiful name.
Great goal from Alberta.
I do not see them letting this lead. This is going to be a tight game is what I'm trying to say.
I think it's going to be no more than a 2-goal gap all the way to the end.
Right. It's going to be a tight one. Back to an Oswald brother.
It's going to come down to the small stuff.
Over to Peter. Back to Paul. Back to Peter. Over to Theo. Over to Phillip. He jumps up. It's a 9 meter.
He
He's
might
a little
hit his
hurt.
elbow
He's
there.
a big guy. That's a big fall, and they call the yellow.
Yes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh, they called a 7 meter. I'm
All right,
sorry.
let's get in there and check it out.
Chat, I do not have a color commentator. Andy's doing a great job, but he is no handball expert like me. I do not have that kind of expertise, so excuse me if I say some things that may be wrong. You are more than welcome to help me out. But one thing Andy is amazing at is those graphics, and what a graphic it was. But there was a kick save.
Yes, there was.
That you hate to miss those 7 meters. Here comes an Oswald brother. Back over to Theo. Theo does a fake, and he tries to get it to the pivot, but it's through the middle. And now they might have a break. The goalie looked up, but they did a good job recovering. And it's back to Cole, and he resets. One thing Houston's doing is pressing up a bit and not letting those outlet passes get through. Back to Cole. Over to Wilson Sterling. Back to Wilson. He tries to jump and shoot, but
what
it's saved!
a save! In the air, he leapt to save that.
And Oswald brother tried to save it, but he went out of bounds, and it's going to be Alberta ball. Back to Noah. And they're going to reset with Cole at the point. Back over to number 4. That's Alex Gronin. Over to Wilson Sterling. Back to Gronin. He makes a move. He goes back to Cole. He's probing. He makes a move. He tries to shoot. He drops it off. to Noah, and he puts it in off the crossbar.
Did that go in?
Oh, they didn't call it.
Did not go in. It hit the crossbar and landed in front of the line. No goal for Alberta.
Wow, it looked like it was in. Where's the goal line technology?
I can see it from here. Hit the crossbar, put enough spin on it that when it hit the ground, it bounced out. It never really went in. It landed in front of the line.
Again, this is the U.S. Handball Open League Championship game. Alberta and Houston, 1-point game. Here comes a Oswald brother passing to Philip.
But that's what I was talking about. The small mistakes, the small things are going to make the big differences here.
Right.
An inch lower, that's a goal, and we're at a tie game.
Here comes an Oswald brother. It's Theo. Back to Philip. And he goes for a rip, and it's saved with the leg.
Good save. Goalies are going to play a huge part in this game. They already have a few saves to their name on each side.
There you see Wilson Sterling. He's a big boy, and he's a good player. And the crazy thing is, he probably takes the fourth most shots on their team. If he was on another team, he'd probably be the leading scorer on that team. That's how stacked they are. But Houston's doing a great job stopping them. But number 2.
Goal for Alberta.
Gorjalik comes through the middle, and he ties it up.
We got a few comments here.
This is the Open League Championship.
Go Alberta from hashtag Big Pasty. Trixia Maximo.
Trixia with the hashtag. I believe that is his girlfriend. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but someone told me it was.
Vincent Haas says shout out to Hars to Weir. Let you guys figure that one. Here's the one that got me cross-eyed. Allez Houston. That's a French term for Houston.
I do not speak French.
Well, I imagine all the French terms would be going towards Alberta. This is a 7 meter.
Yeah, it looks like they called a foul. Looks like it could have been a charge, but they didn't, and they put it in the
Just
right.
A lob shot goes in.
They put it in nice and easy on these 7 meters. See if they adjust. And now Houston has a 1-point lead.
Not trying to force anything crazy. Do what works, I suppose.
Wilson back to Cole.
This is not the senior championship. This is the Open Championship match. Next is the Women's Open.
Noah to Gronin.
Followed by the Elite.
Back to Cole. Over to Wilson. Back to Gorjalik. Back to Cole, but he drops it.
A little bumble. Houston takes the ball.
They call it a double touch. 31 looks like a new player for Houston. Sasha Keene. Saw him walking around earlier. He is big. Theo. Over to Sasha. Theo back to Philip. Over to Sasha. He fakes. Philip to Theo, and it's a shot right at the keeper.
To the keeper.
He won't be happy with that. Here comes Cole. He's looking up. Not sure what they called there.
The ref is calling something.
Oh,
there.
they need it.
Alberta ball. I guess they didn't take it from that spot.
But the keeper had it. I'm not sure he needed to.
The ref's in tight control of this game.
Here comes Gronin with a shot. I believe that was a charge. I'm not sure, though.
Goal not counted. We got players down.
They're going to talk about it.
Well, while the clock is stopped, Shane Salnitri hey, Shane. Nice picture.
He's got a headshot. He's an actor. You didn't know?
Who are the commentators?
My name is Connor Hughes.
And my name is Connor Hughes. Nope, my name is Andy.
Dude, you need to be your own guy.
I am Andy. Let's go with Andy.
Oh, looks like they counted the goal.
Shane, where are you? I thought you'd be over here commentating.
He went back to the hotel for a sec.
Okay.
Wanted to get a quick shower and a bite. I believe him and I are doing the women's game after this. He usually likes to joke around, and do some pranks and stuff. But I want to be serious for that women's championship because it's going to be a good one.
Let's get a good commentary going.
Houston with the restart.
Terry Shira says, "Go Alberta! Up early to watch." She must be on a different time zone. I bet she's.
Alberta is almost a different planet, but she's up ready to watch, and it's high for Sasha. And look at
we're gonna get hit.
They're in the table, and my phone almost falls. And here goes Cole over to Wilson. Back over to number 13, Braden. Haven't seen much of him in the 2 games I've called. Looks like they're dipping into the bench. Cole to Braden. Back over to Cole, over to Wilson Sterling.
Connor, you got health insurance?
I do.
Okay, good. You almost had to pull your card
That
out right
doesn't
there.
mean I won't sue.
Whoa, what a save
And
from the goalie number
saves
1.
It. Number 2 has been very aggressive. That's Gorjulik. I always forget his name, but that is an interesting one.
Magdalena Koppel says, "Go Bolo!" Hashtag Lermer.
Go Ballo. Not sure what that means, but go Ballo.
I think it's one of the players' names.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing that.
Oops, I forgot to start the clock.
Here comes Sasha. He fake passes. Over to Phillip. Sasha over to the corner. It's one of the Oswald brothers. He goes for the spin shot, but it's not there. And it's a tie game with 11 minutes left. Alberta versus Houston in the Open League Championship. Here comes Noah. Passes back to Cole. Over to Wilson. Looks like they're just probing here. Wilson with the in and out. Drops it off.
Plenty of time. Off the post.
Wow, and that was
Oh,
Noah
no.
off the post. He is so clinical. He wants to have that one back.
That's 2 he's put on the medal. He had plenty of time.
Oswald brother over to Phillip. I believe that's Theo. No, sorry. 13 is Peter. He took Theo's spot on the court at the point. With the drop pass, but they steal it. Oh. Looks like they called some overly aggressive play, and they're going to take a 9-meter.
Alberta played last night at about 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
They could be
and
feeling
they're
that.
back only 15 hours later
That's
here.
a very good point, Andy. And a core shot hits the post.
Another post shot.
And Gorjulik over to Wilson. Back to Theo, and they want the break. The 16-year-old phenom. And he's held up in the corner. Back over to Braden. Up to Cole, over to Wilson. Wilson's coming with the in cut. He does a fake pass. Back to...
A lot of holding going
Back
on.
to
A lot
Cole,
of
but
arm
he's held up.
slapping. Take a 9-meter.
Cole's a very good player. But I wish he would take some more shots. Because I bet he has a good one. Here comes Wilson. In and out. He's got a one-on-one, and he skies it. Oh, they called a foul. It's going to be a 9-meter, I believe. A lot of Alberta chants out there. They have a great fan base. Here comes Cole. Back to Wilson. Cole's making a move. He does an in and out. He tries to dump it. He's held up. It's going to be another 9-meter. That was number 6, Dylan Tenov. 2 minute.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes of the game, a lot of pushing and shoving. Refs finally call a stop to it.
And that was Peter Oswald. And one of the Oswald brothers is going to be out. Let's see if
One
they
of
miss
3.
him.
I think it's really cool. There's 3 of them in the same,
And
not
they-
just game team, but same lineup.
And they all started.
Oop, let's get this 7-meter throw going.
Cole to take the lead for Alberta. He does a fake.
Fake.
Oh, and he missed it wide. I cannot believe Alberta is missing these chances. They are usually so clinical.
I'd call that 3 goals that they've missed that they should have had. The one was off the crossbar, the second off the post, and that wide left.
The 16-year-old would like to have that one back. But we go back to Sasha. Over to Theo. 2 of the 3 Oswald brothers in. They still only have 5 men. Theo to the other Oswald brother, but he's held. And they're going with a 9-meter. Quick start to Sasha.
Oh,
But he's-
intercepted. He is wrestled to the ground before he gets the pass off.
Theo with the reset to Sasha. Back to Theo. Looks like he's looking for movement. He tries to go wide, and he's held.
Houston is ramping up the gameplay.
Oh, quick start. Over
Very
to the
quick.
Oswald to
Capitalized.
Oswald.
Beautiful play from Houston.
Brotherly love for the 1-point lead. Little off the ball.
Yellow card?
Over to Theo. The Oswald brothers are getting into the book for penalties.
He seems a little confused.
He didn't like that call.
We got a time stoppage, too. think the refs are trying to corral this game back into something a little less physical.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was a 2-minute on the other Oswald brother, and now there's only 4 players on the court for Houston. I think it was for arguing. And now 2 or 3 Oswald brothers are down. The only one that stands is Paul.
It's 6 on 4.
Alberta's got to take advantage.
What's Alberta going to do? They got a Wink sitting in the corner. He's actually so far in the corner you can't even see him on the screen.
Over to Wilson, and he goes with the rip.
A
And it's
save!
saved!
Left-handed save from the keeper. Unbelievable save.
4v6, and the keeper stands on his head. And it's still a 1-point game.
Clutch save.
And the fans to our
from
right
number 1.
are waving their Canadian flags.
Alberta comes out. They're not going to wait. Ooh.
He probably wanted that advantage.
Whistle before the throw. If Houston can score with 4 people.
Phillip with the reset.
They
over
got the
to
height
Sasha.
to do it. He's got to get over the top.
Back over to an Oswald brother, but he turns it over. Over to Cole, but he, oh, what a tip
Number
by
28
Phillip.
saw it coming a mile away.
And now they have 5 men. What a stand with 4 men to not give up a goal.
Lucky for Alberta, he didn't catch that and only tipped it.
Unbelievable fortitude. Back up top to Wilson. These referees, what are they doing, says Renata. I'm not honestly sure.
I think they're just trying to keep the game under control, otherwise it can get out of control very
Bryford,
fast.
I think he was called for steps.
He was called for steps. No goal.
Oh, his nickname is Stefan Bolo Lermer.
Oh, but okay, the 2 L's
Number 8.
was the typo.
When he's in, I will call that. Go Bolo. It's almost like a Spanish name, but he is furthest thing from Spanish. He is Albertian.
Canadian.
No. Here comes Paul. Back
Pass
over
that
to
thing.
Nathan.
Come on.
And another 9-meter.
Alberta's got the height to jump and take these shots. And we've got Asphalt back in, number 10. First of 2 2-minute clocks is up.
Looks like they're full strength.
What a shot from the wing. Stopped.
Keeper held the angle. He did a great job. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. Gorgelik. Back to Bryford. Over to Wilson. He's swinging. Wilson has it. He's looking for Bryford. He steps in. And he puts it in the right side.
Wow.
And now it's a tie game with 5 minutes left in the first half. Here in the U.S. Open League Championship game. Again, Alberta beat Houston 26-20 earlier in pool play.
Gene Zongo says, go Firehawks, but switch the defense to 06. When it worked, you were in penalty.
That's a good observation, Gene. They had to go flat. They had to go flat when they were in the penalty. But I kind of feel like the pressure up top on the point has been working. We'll see. Theo over to Phillip. He takes a rip.
Rips a shot.
And he puts it in the near post. And Houston has a point lead again.
Keeper got a hand on it, but it wasn't. He needed more than a hand. He probably needed 2 for that kind of speed and power.
Alberta resets. Looks like they're all just trying to get a touch. Yep, Big Pacey just came back in. He wants a touch.
He's back.
I wonder why he was out so long. He's dominant. Maybe they're trying to save him for the second half. Here comes Bryford. In and out.
Good pass.
Over to the wing. And the jump shot is in.
Great shot.
That's number 13, Braden Ogenporth. Obkenorth.
Alberta has got some stellar passing going on. They're hitting their mark. There's no bumbling. The players know when they get it, and they're on to the next move.
Absolutely. Here comes Sasha.
Houston's doing pretty well in their passing. However, it just seems a little late to me.
Theo with the high shot. And it's 10-10. And the goalie
Long
goes
ball.
with a quick shot. Oh, what a pass to number 8. That's Gallo. And they held
Noah
him.
is ripped to the ground.
It was Balo, sorry. Balo looked like he had a shot, but he went with the unselfish play.
That's not.
Number 8.
That was 9.
I think 8's in the corner over there. I think that's the one who had it.
No, it was definitely 9.
Oh, okay, my fault. Here comes Wilson. Wilson now at the point. Taking place for Cole. It looks like Cole's getting a breather. Brayford with the in and out. And they called the travel on it. Yep, called him for steps on the in and out. And they're going for
Long
the quick
ball.
start.
Hand on it. 22 is in.
And he's
Around
in.
the side of the keeper. Unbelievable.
Francis Leboihan. And now it's a 1-point game again with 3 minutes left to go. Wilson still at the point. And the shot stopped. That was Braden. And now Houston has the ball with a 1-point lead. Houston taking their time here. Maybe get a breather. It's been a little breakneck for the last couple minutes. They had a few breaks in a row. Here comes Sasha. Back to Theo. Over to Phillip, and he rips. And it's in the left corner again.
Theo is on fire. Firehawks.
He is a big man, and he can see right over. And now they're up 2. Renata says, Alez 22, you are the best.
Ale.
That is Labuahan. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Wonderful goal number 22 from Alexandra Avenue.
Labuahan. That's how I'm going to say it from now on because he's got so many fans. Big Tasty, and he saved! How do you stop Big Tasty? Big Tasty. I don't know if he's tasty. I'm sorry. He might be.
That was unbelievable.
That was quite a save on the big man.
Talk about courage from the keeper to charge. Oh,
I think they called a 7-meter on that play. Look, I would assume that a defender was in the semicircle in that play because I didn't see any fouls. And it looked like the keeper was clean. And Noah, you know he needs this. He really needs this.
Second chance.
And he
wide
puts
again.
It wide. I can't believe it.
That's his third errant play.
I can't believe it. He didn't miss against Miami yesterday.
That was yesterday. Today's a new day.
Everything changes.
And Alberta's going to have to figure this out.
Theo over to Sasha. Back to an Osfog brother. That's Paul in the corner. Back to Theo over to Phillip. And there's Labuahan. Over to Theo. I really want to know if I'm saying that right. Here comes Sasha.
Let me see the paper. Whoa! Number 12.
It's a 3-point lead for Houston.
Lebuhan.
Lebuhan?
Yeah. 2 words. Oops. There we go.
Over to Wilson. And a nice shot. Ooh. That was a great pass from number 13, Braden. Over to Wilson, who sticks it in the back of the net.
One of the taller players on the team.
And there's 45 seconds left in the U.S. Open League Championship.
Got a timeout? Timeout called at 46 seconds.
All right, Andy. What do you think so far?
Oh, my heart's beating.
It's a good one.
Hands are shaking.
It's been a good game. Definitely.
This is intense.
Should we do a quick interview? We got some Canadians over here. How quick can you set it up?
Not quick enough.
Not quick enough.
No, not with the headset and the control. We'll get something on halftime.
On the phone?
We can get something on halftime.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we got 46 seconds. No need to rush.
Definitely something on halftime.
Okay.
Are you going to be here next year?
We'll see.
You think
I'm
so?
having a good time.
If I'm coming next year, I'm going to bring a different interview cam setup.
Okay.
With a microphone that you can hold and put in their face.
That'd be nice.
It'll say handball on it. And a different camera for it other than a phone. It'll be wireless, but it won't be a phone.
That'd be awesome. I mean, let's give another shout out to Andy. How amazing this equipment has been, and I think we've had maybe
you say that's all the streamers.
maybe 1 or 2 stoppages in the entire time he's been streaming, and it's quickly fixed. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's YouTube doing that.
Yeah, it's not even him. And we have 59 viewers now. We see some new messages.
Oh yeah, I see some comments. You are getting there for the pronouncing.
Thank you, Renato. We are trying our best. We are stupid Americans. At least I am. I got to be honest. Saying Labuahan is a lot of fun.
But it's asphalt. Asphalt.
Asphalt?
Hey, Asphalt Brothers. Go, go, go.
There's a G.
I guess that's a pronunciation.
Labuahan. Schwartzwald, can you please spell out the pronunciation there for the Oswald brothers?
Yes, give us.
Here comes Sasha, and he hits the post.
Ooh.
And it goes wide.
Houston advantage going into the half with 15 seconds to go. They still have possession. They could make it a 3-goal advantage here.
Phillip with the shot.
So close. Clock's ticking. They need 3
Here's
seconds. Off the keeper.
And he wants another
Still time. Time's up.
Oh,
4 shots in 8 seconds.
I believe there's going to be
What, the wall shot?
the wall shot. I do not know the terminology for that.
That's what we're going to call it, wall shot.
And look at Big Pasty.
Look at this wall.
Trying to shoot over
Jeez.
that is like trying to pick up
You
Giselle
can't even
Bundchen.
see the goal. Off
And
the
he
arm.
stops him.
Yeah.
That
Great
is a difficult
effort.
task, and it's 13-11.5 in the U.S. Handball Open Championship.
Kira Harrison says, come on, cousin Blaze. Holloway, Alberta goalkeeper. Good luck from Kira and Kara in the United Kingdom. Thank you. Schwartzward Elk says, Marion, I love you like crazy.
I'm not sure what that means.
Professing his love for Marion.
Come on,
Here on the
cousin
live
Holloway,
stream.
Alberta goalkeeper. Yeah, we haven't been giving the keepers any love. I'm going to do that in the second half. I'm sorry for that.
They've been amazing.
I know, they've been great.
Absolutely amazing.
I mean, love on the name, though. It's hard to see their numbers sometimes. We're going to
This
get
is
an interview
true.
with these Canadian boys. Let me prep them real quick, make sure they don't say anything inappropriate.
Okay, we'll be with you in a few.
Come on, circle. All right, guys, 2-point game. Now, I called the Miami game. Noah made almost every shot. He was unbelievable. This game, he's missed a few, couple 7 meters. What do you think he needs to do to change that and get this team back rolling?
Well, he's a veteran player. He's been playing for so long, and sometimes it just takes one to get it going. And I think if he can get that one, he'll turn it up.
Right?
A lot of it's just like the physicality of the game, and once you miss that one, it's always like a lump to get over. So once he gets over it, he'll be good.
I definitely agree with that.
And I think that the biggest thing is he can't stop shooting. He can't stop making himself available, because once you stop making yourself available, that shuts off 1/6 of your offense.
Right, and he's a huge part of their offense, as you can see. Big Pasty's doing good. He's a little bit taking not enough shots, in my opinion. You think he should take some more?
Yeah, I think you just shoot right over the goal there. He's pretty tall.
Right. I think he has a height advantage, a big one. All right. So what do you guys think? What do you think for the second half? I know you're Canadian. Try not to be too biased.
I think it's gonna be a close one. I don't know. It's like we've played Alberta many times, so it's very uncommon to see them down. But it's all depending if they can start hitting their shots through the second half. They're
Right.
gonna get a big pep talk, and they're gonna come out firing, I think.
Okay. I think so too. I think they're going to come out, and we'll see how it goes. And I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Back to Andy. We'll go back to you. Thanks, guys. And we're back, guys. Houston 13, Alberta 11 at the U.S. Open Championship. This is going to be the exciting second half. Quickly want to introduce our new color commentator, Dominic. He plays for Saskatchewan in the Open League.
Hello, everybody.
And it's his first time commentating, but he is going to give us some more insight into the technical things going on the court compared to me. And hopefully you can hear my voice a bit less, because I was screaming and being probably kind of annoying, and I apologize. So I know I did the halftime interview with you, but let's go over again what you think Alberta's strategy is going to be coming back out.
I think Alberta coming out, they're going to try and use their speed a little bit more and get out on the break. In the first half, they weren't fast breaking as much as they'd probably like to. So in the second half, you'd probably look to see them get out on the break and try and get some easy goals in the fast break.
Right. Yeah, against Miami, they were up and down the whole time, and that's why when I saw some of the things I've been seeing here today as far as pacing goes, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, and Houston is a big team, just even compared to these guys, and Alberta is a very big Canadian team. And so in the half court, they'll struggle against them because of their size, but that size is also a disadvantage in the fast break because these guys are a lot faster.
Gotcha. And we're off. Here are the Oswald brothers. Over to Phillip. Looks like they're just trying to pass it around.
Alberta coming out here in a very flat defense, looking to challenge them and make them shoot outside shots and prevent them from getting to the 6-meter line.
28 had some success. Phillip over the top. Let's see if they give him a little bit more attention. Oswald to Oswald.
And a great deflection by Alberta there. Force a corner throw in here.
Quick throw in. Theo with the push over to another Oswald brother, and he shoots into the left corner, and it's in.
That's a beautiful goal. Now let's see if Alberta can answer.
Cole back to Wilson. He goes over to Bryford, back to Cole.
Alberta here playing a 4-2 offense with no right wing, trying to get the ball into their two dominant pivots here, David Jingles and Noah.
I think you mean Big Pasty. Here goes Bryford. What do you see Houston here doing with 13 up top, just manning up Cole?
I think what they're trying to do is disrupt the flow of the passing up top and make it so that they have to play more on each side as opposed to keeping the ball swinging like this across the court.
Gotcha. Hopefully he's okay. I didn't see who went down. Did you see?
Went down hard in his back, it looked like.
I think he's asking to get helped up. I think he's okay. That's Bryford. He's been very active. It's probably Brayford, but I've been saying Bryford for 2 games now. What is it, Dominic? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you. All I know him as Kenneth.
Okay. I see that, but it just looks like it could be pronounced that way. Andy's telling me I'm wrong, and he's probably right. Oh, big hit there. Big Pasty with the post up. Back over to... Oh my goodness, Noah stopped again!
A great save by the Houston goalie there. That's a really tough shot to save on the 6 from a great shooter like Noah, a.k.a. Big Pasty.
Big Pasty with a nice post up and pass. I can't believe Noah has been shut out like this. I think you were right, though, at halftime. If he just gets one, could open the floodgates. Look, they're hyping him up. They're saying, let's go. Looks like there was something with the ball. You see what happened there?
They're probably just changing the stick up on it. It's the stickum likes to pick up dirt from the floor, so they try and keep it clean.
Gotcha. Theo, over to Phillip. Over to the other Oswald. Looks like they're all just trying to get a touch of the new ball. Oswald to Phillip. He's been shooting. He does a drop pass, and it's caught, and it's in.
That's a great pass right there by number 28 on Houston.
That was a nice drop pass, and number 8, Nathan, scores. Deboa. Oh, what a shot from number 4, but it's saved it.
Goalie ball here for Houston.
And Phillip's fired up, and the keeper's putting his hands up like that's all you got. And it's a 4-point game just like that.
See how Manitoba is, they're challenging and they're putting up their inside foot. They're trying to force Houston to go outside where they have a less easy shot, less angle on the net. That's a great save by the goalie there. That's a tough shot to save. And a 2-minute penalty here on number 5, Wilson Sterling. That's a tough time to take one.
Wilson Sterling. He's got a name like a president. It's an amazing one. I'm about to change mine. So what do you see here with a man down?
With a man down here, Alberta's going to be looking to shift a little bit harder, and they're looking to give up a shot from the wing rather than one from the middle.
But it's kind of inevitable they will have to give up a shot.
Yes. They'll have to give up a shot just because they're down a man, but they would prefer to give up one from closer to the baseline than to the middle.
Here comes Phillip. Oh! Looks like if he had it there on the wing, one of the Oswald brothers is going to have a chance for a good shot. That was Peter, but the pass was wide.
And in a tight game like this, you can't have mental breakdowns like that. You have to make those passes. You have to get those easy goals. Let's see if Alberta here can come down and get a shorthanded goal and kill some time off this penalty.
A shorty here would be amazing for them.
Looking to reset here.
Here comes Gronin. Back over to Cole. He's held.
Passive call here. 6 passes until they turn the ball over automatically. 5 passes now.
You think they're calling that quickly because they're a man down? Does that come into play?
Yeah, usually on a man down, the referees will call it a little bit faster just to prevent people from cycling it around and just killing off penalties in one possession here.
Ooh, in and out.
A great move.
Oh, but a good help.
Good slide over there by number 8 on Houston.
Absolutely. And a good move by 13, Braden. He tries it again, but he goes right this time. And he dives in and he puts it in the left side.
Great
and that's
shot
a shorty. And it's a 3-point game here in the U.S. Open League championship game.
Oh, that's a fabulous shot by number 10.
That's Theo Oswald, and he puts it in the left side.
And that's the kind of shot that Alberta can't afford to give up on a shorthanded defense right there. 2-minute penalty is over. Alberta is back to full strength. Full strength.
Good observation. Here comes Braden. Oh, it goes high.
Not enough wrist on that shot. Put it over the net.
Like you said, Houston is not the biggest team you'll ever see, but their defense seems to be very fundamentally sound. They do not make a lot of mistakes.
No, and that comes with years of experience.
Oswald to Oswald.
Coming around. Looking
over
to
Phillip.
Phillip.
What a pass, and he misses. He's going to want that opportunity back.
You've got to make those shots in a championship game.
Proud Albertan says, entertaining commentary. Great job. Thank you so much. I give all the credit to Dominic. Beth says, we are Alberta, not Manitoba. I know he made a mistake. He's Canadian himself. With the jump shot, and it's in.
A great shot from the wing. You usually don't see those guys come out and shoot from there, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Someone says, go Bolo, put him in. That's number 8. We should ask the coach. Back up top to Oswald. Gets a 3-point game. 23 minutes left. Up top to Oswald. Back to Oswald because he comes in. It's Theo. And it's a low pass. And Bruning picks it up. And he goes to Big Pasty. And Big Pasty overshoots him and he can't believe it.
That's just a play you have to make on the fast break in a championship game right there.
Big Pasty moving too fast. Don't think I would have ever seen it. Proud Albertan says, get it together, guys. They're trying their best. They're playing a tough opponent. Here comes Oswald. Back over to the wing. That's number 5. It seems like a new player. That's Ali Subet. And he's held. And now, and he takes a hard fall, both players. See if they have sportsmanship, and they do. And he helps. A little. Maybe they did, but it's looking a little testy now.
Tempers flaring in the championship
Someone says
game here.
Pasty goes by Jingles. Man, I'm sorry, but I've heard too many people say his name's Big Pasty at this point. It's not changing.
Nickname Stick.
Nickname Stick, and I think he likes it. Off the crossbar! All the way back to the other keeper. That's number 1, Ali Fonseca. And he's had an amazing game for Houston. Here comes Phillip, and he's pushed.
A great defensive close right there by number 9.
That's Noah. He might not be getting a shot to go.
But if you can't get your shot to go, you got to make an impact somewhere else. And for Noah, that happens to be defense.
Beth Jingles says, but he prefers Big Pasty, and I believe that's his mother. And you know what? Mama's opinion is first always. What she say goes.
Number 10 here on Houston, lining up for the 7-meter shot.
That's a big one.
Easy money on the 7-meter shot for number 10.
And that's a 4-point lead for Houston with about 21 minutes to go. Over to Bryford. And he puts it in on the left side, right through the middle. And he puts his fist up like we needed that one. Fist pumping like Tiger Woods on a Sunday. Back over to Ali. Back to Sasha.
Houston running two line players here. Great save by the goalie.
Here's Alberta's chance to get it to 2, and they go with the outlet to Cole, and he's got a one-on-one, and he jumps, and he finishes. It is a 2-point lead. How about that pass from the keeper?
That's a fabulous pass by the keeper.
Blaze Holloway.
Great job getting the ball down and finding your open man, getting the ball to him.
Blaze Holloway to Cole, and it's a 2-point game with 21 minutes to go. And the trophies are coming out.
Whose name will go on it in 20 minutes, we don't know.
We will see. Sasha gets it from an Oswald brother. Oswald to Oswald. Sasha with the in-cut.
Doesn't count. Too many steps before he released the shot.
I don't think they call travel there.
The call there was a travel, but because he had been wrapped up and that caused the travel,
Okay.
that was why they gave it back to him.
And that's why we have Dominic here. Because I would have been like, that was a foul or something very wrong. But he cleared it up. What are we seeing here?
Looks like a 7-meter shot.
And we have the beautiful graphic. Andy is killing it as always.
Thank you, Andy.
Canadian so polite. Theo with the shot.
Oh, great save by the goalie.
And that's
Goalie
a
ball.
huge save. Blaze Holloway. And we're talking about names earlier. Blaze Holloway's a great one.
If you want to,
go ahead, Dominic.
if you want to be a big-time player, you have to make big-time plays. And that save right there on that 7-meter throw down 2, that's a big-time play.
Absolutely. Blaze Holloway with the amazing play. Back to Bryford.
Tried to make that pass going down, but just couldn't quite get it off. Looking like we got some blood here.
Yeah, Brayford's been in action a lot. I am not surprised to see him hurt like that. He's an aggressive player. And here comes the United States 16th president,
Mr. Wilson Sterling.
Wilson Sterling. What a name. Here comes Cole with the jump shot. Oh, he puts it down.
What a move. Oh, too many steps.
What a foul as well.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Cole looking for a foul there, but none to be had from the referees.
Cole with the in and out. Back to Cole. What a pass over to the side. And they get it
Great
to
ball movement.
Oh, it's off the post. And they called him for on the line, I believe.
Going the other way, yes.
Paul Harrison says Blaze Holloway, top man. Rob Nelson said those are 2 terrible 7-meter calls. I am not sure. You're going to have to ask Dominic.
Rob Nelson. Shout out to Rob Nelson, board member from Saskatchewan.
Is he?
Yes.
Shout out Saskatchewan. Over to Sasha. Back to an Oswald brother.
Houston going to 2 lines here, looking to compact the middle, looking to get the ball in
Oh,
deep.
it's broken up, and they're going to Noah, and this would be huge for him. And he puts it in.
Great shot by Noah on the fast break, but defense generating offense.
Absolutely.
That's what Alberta needs. If your half-court offense isn't working quite right, you generate on the fast break.
It's a 1-point game.
Alberta's speed paying off here.
Over to Sasha.
Looking down to the wing.
Wing to Ollie.
A great save by the goalie. That's a great save.
Blaze Holloway is standing on his head right now.
Big time players make big time plays.
Over number 4, and he's pushed, and he still puts it in, and it's a tie game.
That is a huge shot for Alberta.
Alex Cronin, what a play.
And that's a tough shot for a right-handed player going left, but no problem for a big-time player like him.
That's a great point, Dominic. Sasha with a shot over everyone.
And that's just pure power right there. Jumping over everybody, putting the ball in the net.
Alex Cronin again. Back to the president, and he's held. Shout out to Mike N. Great Albertan program. Colette says, way to go, Berta. And that's a Cronin last name. I'm assuming that's his mother. A lot of moms out there in the chat. We love the mamas. Off his leg, he's saying, where was that pass? The president saying, I'm sorry. It's a 1-point game in the U.S. Open Championship game here in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Houston here is substituting their big number 5 for a smaller player. Center back number 10 looking to get a little bit faster, trying to compete with the speed of Alberta.
Theo with the rip and a nice save by Blaze. Here comes the president through the middle. He jumps and shoots, and it's wide. Calais Twist has come on Alberta. A lot of Alberta fans out there. We had Houston fans at the beginning. Can we see the Houston pride? Put Big Pasty back in, says Jingles. Greats from German. Oh, the Oswald brothers German. Please give us some insight on these Oswald brothers. They've played a great game, very technically sound. Back over to Sasha. He dumps it down, and he's held.
Number 28 there looking to generate some offense through the pivot, but he needs to attack a little harder if he wants to draw that defender off the pivot so he can make that pass. Same thing there. He needs to go another step in there and bring that player out to him so he leaves his pivot one-on-one with the back.
Gotcha. Sasha to Theo. Theo with the shot, and it's another save by Blaze Holloway.
And a great box out there by number 4 in Alberta.
On the line.
Touched it on the line.
And they do a quick start. And they call a 9-meter.
Alberta here scrambling a little bit. They need to get their composure here, get set up on defense, and get a stop.
Back up to Theo. Please, I would love a bio on these Oswald brothers. Theo to Sasha. Sasha to the wing.
Great save
What
again.
a save. He's holding his ankles like crazy. Over to the president. He's going through the middle. And it's... Oh, it looks like they called a spot foul there.
Yep. Alberta going quick here, looking to capitalize on their speed.
President through the middle. He drops off. And it's in!
That's a great play there by the pivot, number 4, or number 9,
That
Noah.
was Noah. And maybe that first goal did put him in rhythm. Because now that's 2 for him this half.
That's what happens when you're a good player like that. All it takes is 1 goal to get you going.
The Oswald brothers are everywhere. Nothing more to add. Thank you. They are. They really haven't left the court either. They are putting in the work. Back over to Peter. Back to Theo. Theo with the push. He's held.
The Oswald brothers here have great chemistry at the center back and right back position here.
Absolutely.
Or at the right back and right wing position.
Sasha with the drop off. And the shot.
That's a great shot right there.
That was number 8, Nathan DeBow.
And Alberta here looking to push.
Here comes Cole with the pass to Noah, and they're trying to feed Noah because he's on fire now, and he puts it in. That's 3 in a row.
That's a great catch there by number 9, Noah. Celebrating on his way up the court. Now they need to come down here and get a stop.
This is exactly what happened when Noah started going off against Miami. He gets fired up, and he's hard to stop.
Tie game here with 13.5 minutes to go in the U.S. final. Open division.
Absolutely. Calais and Torrey saying, great game, Braden, Blaze, and Jackson. Great game from everyone on the Albertan team. Back over to Theo with the jump shot, and he puts it in. Looks like the keeper was in position.
That's just power through his hands. And that has been the story of the game here. Back and forth on offense. Neither team really able to stop either team.
The president to the wing, but then he cannot finish. Looks like they're calling something. Please let me know.
So it's a corner throw in for Alberta because it went off the goalie and didn't go out the back. It went out the side.
Gotcha. I thought it went out the back. Noah with the reset. Over to Gronin. Back to Noah. Back to Gronin. Here comes the president.
Number 13 on Houston here, manning out Cole, looking to take him out of the play.
What a save, but they get the rebound.
Calling a 9-meter throw in here.
Got it.
Cole looking to rush the 9-meter because his defender will have to give him 3 meters on that.
So do you think they're playing man on the point or Cole specifically?
I think it is something to do with him being the center back and also him being a kind of a focal point and a big passer in their offense. Travel called there.
And it's going to be Houston ball with a 1-point lead, 12 minutes to go.
Getting confused there. Do the new rule, the new travel rule. After you dribble, instead of getting a 0 and then 3 steps, you only get 3 steps, and a 0 counts as your first step. A rule that has got many players this season.
Do you think that's for the benefit of the game?
I think it definitely gives the defense a bit more leeway to hits and stuff, and it also decreases the advantage of a power player by being able to take a dribble and power through.
Gotcha. Oh, what a shot!
That's a great play for a right-handed player going left again.
I believe that was Theo, and he's the one who did that last time. Oh, the shot by the president, but it stopped. And they got the rebound, and it's a 2-point lead with the ball for Houston. And they're saying, slow it up, let's run the offense. Gene Zongo says, let's go Houston. As I said, try a flat defense. Male Foret says, go Firehawks. Renata says, go Theo. Theo is playing a great game. He's controlling it.
Houston here setting up their pivot on the opposite side from number 28, their left back, trying to create a lane for him to shoot through.
Great observation, Dominic. Oswald brothers passing it around. Oswald to Oswald, back to Sasha. Here comes an Oswald brother pulling through, and it's a jump shot right to the keeper. And they're going for the outlet, but Sasha's there, but he breaks it up, and he's going for it, and Noah has it. Oh, that's got to be...
7-meter penalty there. You cannot contact the player from behind.
Is that a 2-minute as well?
It is a 2-minute penalty.
That's a huge play in this game, isn't it, Dominic?
That's a pivotal moment in this game. Let's see if Alberta can capitalize here and get this 2-goal deficit back to even or try and take the lead even.
Wow.
Big 7-meter shot coming up here for number 4. And that is a huge shot. That's a huge shot right there to bring the deficit to 1 for Alberta. Now let's see if Houston can get a shorthanded goal here and kill some time off this penalty. Houston setting up here without a pivot.
Thank you, all 76 of you watching. Looks like I just got a little bit louder. Sorry about that. Here comes an Oswald brother. Oswald to Oswald. He's trying to go to Theo, but they break it up. And the keeper can get it. And he's looking for an outlet. And Chandler's looking up. Or Wilson, I'm sorry. Over to Cole, and he's jumping, and he's finishing.
And that's a tie game with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this U.S. championship game.
A tie game, championship game here in Myrtle Beach.
Looking
in
like
the open division.
Looking like it's going to go right down the wire here.
I think you're right, Dominic.
Two great teams battling it out here. You can see number 7, Cole, here looking to man out, disrupt their offense when they're down a player here.
Someone said good pass, Wilson. That was a great pass to Cole, right on the money, and he finishes. Oswald brother. Over to Paul, and he's held.
Good defense there by Alberta.
I think that's Balo. People asked me to use his nickname. Over to LeBron. Balo has it again. Back to an Oswald brother. He's going through to Theo.
Passive play call here by the referees. Only a couple more passes allowed.
How many exactly?
from the moment the passive starts at 6, but I think it might be down to 3.
That's a high shot. They're trying to say deflection.
Calling a tip pass here. Oh, that's a big call here.
They did call it.
That'll be Houston ball in the corner. That's a big call on the 2-minute here, allowing Houston to kill off just a little bit more time here and get their team up to full strength.
Good point. And they're blocking the corner. It's going to waste even more time. Here comes Sasha.
And that's good defense there by the smaller defender, not backing down from the bigger offensive player.
That's a good point. That can be very intimidating, especially with a big guy like Sasha, number
Looking
28.
for the jump shot here.
Oh, and they count it. Thought I heard
That's
a
a
whistle.
great shot there. Looking, might have gone off a player's hand there. Weird bounce for the goalie.
And that was I believe that was a shorty.
Short-handed goal, yeah.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a fabulous shot by the pivot there.
That's number 6, Dylan Tenov.
And that's a really hard shot there, especially with a big defender hanging off your back like that.
Paulo says, come on, guys, it's interesting, but it's too close. He's getting nervous. We love a close game here.
But nerves not affecting either team here. Both teams playing well.
Proud Albertan said goal after whistle on that last goal. Did you see what happened there? I thought I heard a whistle as well.
I don't know.
Looks like we're not sure. Here comes Theo with the in and out.
Great defense there. On that previous goal by Houston, it looked like it had been tipped into the corner. A 9-meter had been called, and then just a good shot over the top of the 9-meter defense.
The pass is broken up.
Almost a disastrous bounce there for Alberta.
Sasha back to the corner to LeBlanc. Back to Theo. Sasha back to an Oswald brother. Into the pivot.
And great defense there by the pivot defender, not letting him spin him there and get level so he can draw the 2 or get the goal.
Oswald to Sasha. He makes a move. He shoots.
And that's another great save by the goalie there.
Looks like just a 9-meter.
Yes, just a 9-meter. The defender impeded his shot there, and he traveled, so they're going to call a 9-meter penalty here, or just a straight-up 9-meter throw-in. Looking like there's some moisture on the court here they need to wipe up.
Looks like we got a clock stoppage. What do you expect to see here? Tie game, 6 minutes in the Open League Championship. It's been a great one.
I think that Houston here is going to look and try and minimize Alberta's possessions here, especially stopping their transition possessions, and they're going to try and bleed as much clock as they can. They've had no problem so far scoring in the half court. All they have to do is slow Alberta down enough to prevent them from getting a nice lead.
Right, if they let Alberta get on the break, that could be an issue.
Houston would benefit from playing with a lead because they're a bit of a slower team, so they would look to get up 1 or 2 and then just run the clock here and try and play as slow as possible.
Someone said 28 is Philippe, not Sasha. I am so sorry, man. You are right.
And that's a great shot here. Look, bring 1 point lead for Houston.
Cole with the clothesline.
And a 2-minute penalty
and they
call
call a 2-minute. It's going to be huge. And it's a 1-point game.
That's a big call here at the end of this game.
Do you think it was worthy? I think so.
I think so. He got him up high. Number 10 not thinking so, but from this point of view, looked like a 2-minute penalty to me.
Kira says go on Blaze. Blaze has had an amazing game back there in goal, I got to say.
He has had a great game back there. Alberta here now looking to spread the floor out, looking to spread out the limited defenders on Houston's team.
Oh, he's in the...
Pivot stepped in the crease there. Even when you don't have the ball, you are not allowed to travel inside the crease.
Wow.
That's a turnover. Goalie ball here for Houston. That's a huge turnover here.
Watch out for passive play here. They're a man down, and they have a 1-point lead with 5 minutes to go.
Houston here looking to take a nice long possession, kill off as much of this penalty as they can, and get a goal. For the cross, coming to the middle, looking for the shot here.
Oh, and a
Great save.
By Blaze again, and he goes to the outlet.
Looking deep.
And he's held.
Great defense there on the fast break. Player coming at you with a full head of steam. Really hard to make that stop. Great defense.
Over to Gronin. Back to the president. Wilson Sterling.
And you see how Noah, number 9, is set up here looking to pick outside, allowing Wilson to go outside.
Ronan with the shot!
That's a great stem shot right there. Nice hole created by the pivots. Tie the game. 4.5 minutes left.
It's a tie game. It's the Open League Championship here in Myrtle Beach.
Both teams here looking tired, but playing their hearts out.
Back to Bolo, I'm sorry. Over to one of the Oswald brothers.
Alberta here manning out the left back of Houston, trying to prevent them from flowing the ball on that side of the court.
Great observation. That's Philippe.
Oh, a shifty move there. No penalty called. He had already traveled before he had gotten in front of the guy.
A fake by one of the Oswald brothers.
Passive play call here. 6 more passes. 5 now.
Oswald with the rip, and it's Blaze again.
Standing on his head here in the last couple minutes of this game.
They cannot beat him. And here comes Wilson Sterling. Back to Alex, the man who just tied the game.
Alberta here looking to tie the game up. Houston taking out number 7, Cole, the left back, trying to disrupt the flow of the offense here.
And it looks like they're at even strength. I missed him coming on. Full strength, I'm sorry. Trixie says we need some big pasty magic. I believe so. Into big pasty, did Trixie call it, and he's held.
Number 2 on Alberta there, trying to work the 2-man game with David Jingles.
That's Mark
AKA
Gorgelik.
Big Pasty.
Over to Gorgelik, and he shoots, and he scores!
Alberta takes a 1-point lead with 3 minutes left in the U.S. Open Championship.
What a goal!
Timeout
And
called by
there's a
Houston.
timeout. Wow, that was clutch by Gorgelik. You got to say, Gorgelik, he's a very good player, but he doesn't take a lot of shots. To come from the corner there and score, that's got to be big.
He's a veteran player, and he's seen his fair share of big-time goals. That's just another one for him. Par for the course.
Absolutely.
And we can see on Alberta, number 20, wearing a some kind of bandage on his head. Looks like the cut he took earlier.
He looks like he took a big hit. That is a big bandage. Here with Dominic. Man, it's been a great game, like you said. What do you think Houston wants to do here to score? It looks like they're manning up Philippe 28, the big man who's had a lot of shots. What do you think they're going to do?
It looks like Houston is going to try and get 1 goal, 2 goals, try and get a 1-goal lead. Like we've said, they're a slower team than Alberta. They want to slow it down and play with a lead. This is a position that they're uncomfortable with. They want to get one here, so they're going to look and try and spread it out, spread Alberta out, and use their power and size to their advantage.
Absolutely. I think a goal here would be critical, wouldn't you say?
It would be. This is a big possession here in the game.
All right, let's get to it. 5 seconds till they're back on the court. Here we go. Philippe gets it in.
Big possession here for Houston.
Huge possession for Houston in the championship game. A goal here would be massive. The Oswald brothers passing back and forth. Over to Philippe. Looks like the pivot's trying to set a screen. Back to Philippe. It's quiet in here. Everyone's wanting to see what's about to happen.
Pass
Back to
across the
Philippe.
court, looking down to the...
He jumps. He goes to an Oswald brother. He shoots and he scores!
Tie game. That's
And
a
it's a
huge
tie
shot
game.
there. That is a huge shot. Alberta looking to speed it up a little bit here. Looking down the corner.
Oh, he hits the post! And
That-
it's back to the keeper.
You cannot miss that opportunity in a championship game with 2 minutes left and a tie game here.
Believe that was Gorgelik again.
Houston here looking to take a 1-point lead and just grind out the rest of this game.
I have no idea what's about to happen, but it's gonna be exciting. Here comes an Oswald brother. Back to Theo. Looks like they just want to work it around. No rush here. It's a tie game.
Houston here trying to position their pivot on the left side for a 2-man game with their left back.
Oh, and they
there.
turn it over and they have a break. And it's Noah. And he loses the handle. He looks up. He looks for Cole, but they can't get it.
Wow, that is a massive turnover in this game. An opportunity you simply can't give up.
Wow.
All Alberta can do now is get back on defense and try and generate another opportunity like that. Minute 20 left here. Houston looking to get 1 goal at the end of the clock here and just finish this game out. Departing 2 lines playing.
Here comes Philippe. Over to a skip pass to an Oswald brother, and Looks like he was held before
9-meter penalty, or a 9-meter throw in here. And a 2-minute penalty here.
Wow!
That's a huge penalty with under a minute left here. It looks like he had pulled him too much.
It was big pasty, and he can't believe it. And they're going to be shorthanded for the remaining minute. Unbelievable.
Houston here is going to
Says proud Albertan.
They're going to try and look and spread the ball, get the ball down to their wings, because that's the shot that's going to be open here. And hopefully their wings can convert for them.
Osfog to Osfog. Osfog back over, and they turn it over.
Oh, that's a huge turnover.
And now Alberta has the ball with 40 seconds.
Down here, they're going down on offense, short-handed.
40 seconds left in the championship game, and it's a tie. Wilson Sterling, the president. He passes.
Houston going to try and man out.
And they shut down the wing. Back to Wilson Sterling. He's looking for Browning, but he's not there. And they go back over, but he stepped on
Out of bounds. No way. That's a huge turnover.
And there's 20 seconds left.
Houston looking to convert here with under 20 seconds left in the last half.
10 seconds to go. It's back to
Look
Philippe.
to the wing.
Over to an Osfog brother, and it's saved.
What a huge save.
And they're looking up to call, and it's over his head. Wow.
And
What a
it's
sequence
looking
of
like
events.
overtime here.
Overtime here in the
Overtime.
championship.
This is a great game. We're going to get even more of it here.
What a sequence. Unbelievable. I thought Cole was going to have a shot for the win at the buzzer.
Alberta there couldn't convert on a couple of opportunities in the last minute there, and it really came back. Now we're going to have a 5-minute overtime here. 2 5-minute halves and an overtime.
Can we see the comments? Wow, I think I had my first voice crack on stream. It's unbelievable, but unreal game. They're loving it. What a save it was. It looked like almost was going to leak in after the save.
It had hit his leg, and had the right spin to go over top of him. Heads up play to look up and knock it out of the air.
Colette says definitely a championship game. Last name Gronin. That's probably Alex's mom. He's played a great game. He had a very clutch goal with about 3 minutes to go.
He's had a couple of goals to bring the score to tied. He's having a great game here.
Rob Nelson says you're killing it, Dom.
Thank you, Rob Nelson. I'm excited to see you when I get back.
And we're back. 45 seconds till we get back live with the action. We're live now, but with the action, let's talk about what we're going to see here. What is the mentality? Is it like a brand new 10-minute game, or are they going to go breakneck? What do you think?
I think that they're going to, from the standpoint of both teams, they want to look at this from the standpoint of a brand new game, but the pressures of a championship game, you can't always have that mentality. So I think at the start we'll see a little bit of panic, and then they'll start to calm down here.
I hope so. I think both these teams have played some really tough games, and hopefully that experience will help them. Because I know they both have a lot of camaraderie together. And here we go. Overtime in the U.S. Handball Open Division Championship game. 2 5-minute periods. Here we go. Over to Cole. A little mishandle, but he's got it back.
Houston here manning out the left back. Wilson Sterling, the president.
Back over to Cronin, and he jump shots.
And a great tip there by the defender. Way to get your hands up.
Over to an Oswald brother, and he's making the push to another Oswald brother in the corner. And it looks like they may reset. Are they still a man down? They are.
It would appear that Alberta has carried that penalty over. David Jingles here, big pasty look, getting ready to check in.
Over to Theo, in a swing pass. And it's in!
That's a great pass.
From Paul Oswald.
That's a great pass. Way to keep your head up and look across the court for your open right wing. Alberta coming back to full strength here. Looking to go with the double pivot. Moving Cole back to the back position.
Over to Cronin.
And immediately manned out by Houston.
Yeah, they got him all the way at half court.
They really want to keep the ball out of his hands and disrupt the flow of this offense. And that's a great slim move there. Unfortunately stopped before he could get the shot off.
Wow, he wants that one. What a shot by the president. Wilson Sterling. Here comes Cronin. Back to Sterling. Into Big Pasty, who just subbed in, and he's in!
That's a great shot.
And it's a tie
there.
game!
David Jingles, a player with lots of experience at the national level in Canada, no stranger to championship games, and he's a big-time player, so he'll make those big-time plays.
The Sterling parents saying proud parents should be good. Do you have an objections with the name the president? Because his name is very official sounding. With the drop-off, and it's blocked.
Oh.
Over to the corner.
Great recovery.
Oh, and it's wide.
Oh. Looking for the pass there, I think.
What a rebound by Cole.
Trying to get too cute there.
Cole to Cronin.
Alberta looking to take the lead here.
The president to Gorjalik. Here he comes. He drops off to Big Pasty. He turns.
And a great pass, pivot to
Over
pivot.
Oh, what a...
Drawing the 7-meter penalty there.
Wow.
No 2-minute penalty there, however.
And it looks like they're going to give it to Cronin.
This is a big shot.
Cronin's been clutch. They give it to the hot hand. And he puts it in.
That's a big shot there. Now Alberta has to come down and get a good stop here on Houston's excellent half-court offense.
Cronin has played a great game. Here comes Philippe.
No 2-minute penalty there on that 7-meter shot, however. I believe the reason for the 7-meter was because the defender was in the crease.
Gotcha. Here comes Theo. Back to an Oswald brother.
Looking there.
Philippe to the pivot. And he puts it in.
That's a great pass and a great shot there. Great two-man work.
Big Pasty with the reset. Back to the... Oh, that's got to be a penalty.
And a 2-minute penalty
And a 2-minute.
here. That's big. And a player down for Houston looking like...
I think it's Theo.
Number 10 for Houston.
That's Theo.
Down on the play. After taking the 2-minute penalty, a series of unfortunate events.
Cameron and Marilyn Sterling saying, no, you can call him the president. Thank you very much. Oh,
a red card.
Please explain.
I believe that could either be because it was on the fast break or that could have been his third 2-minute penalty of the game. Either way, he's done for the rest. That's a huge loss.
So
there
a
for
2-minute
Houston.
and then he can't play.
So that might have been his third 2-minute. So you get 3 2-minutes on your third one, that's it. So it'll be a 2-minute penalty here, so for the remainder of... Oh. Okay. More? Okay. Sorry, my microphone apparently wasn't close enough to my face. So for the remainder of the game, he is out, and for the remainder of this...
Oh, he puts it in! Sorry about that, Dominic.
Alberta here going up 1. So for the remainder of this game, he'll be done. And for the last 2 minutes of this half of overtime, he'll be done. Or they'll be down a man.
Gotcha. But they can still come back to full strength eventually. It's not like soccer. Over to an Oswald.
Didn't quite get the shot off.
He's saying, where's my advantage? The score is wrong. They changed it. We're good.
The power of the fans.
We actually had it right on the stream. And Oswald with the fake. Back over. Back to another.
Passive called here.
Oswald's held up.
5 more passes here for Houston.
And they're on a passive. They're going to have to take a shot soon. Back to Philippe. He might rip. He tried, but what are they calling? A 2-minute.
That's a big penalty there. Looking like a high contact there. Number 7, Cole will be out for the last 42 seconds of this half. And the first minute and 20 of the second.
Anders said it can't be his third. Must be a direct red.
It very well could have been.
They would have shown the third yellow, he's saying. Here goes Philippe, and he rips it, and it's high.
A 7-meter penalty
but they're
called.
calling a 7-meter.
Defender was in the crease.
Let's see who they have take it. It's one of the Oswald brothers.
This is a big shot here.
It's Paul. They've been practicing this moment in the backyard with their handball net their entire lives.
Houston here looking to tie the game up going into the break between overtime periods here.
Paul Oswald with the shot, and it's a tie game with 20 seconds left in the first portion of overtime.
And while it may seem like that's not a big shot, look
at Brayford with the bandage.
Playing hurt here, a true warrior.
Grown into to Brayford. Back to him, he's got a bandage. Grown in with the shot, and it's in.
That's a great shot.
What a goal. And we have 5 minutes remaining. That's not the game, ladies and gentlemen. We still have one more period. And it's a minute till the next period.
Wow, and a huge display of toughness there by Kenneth Brayford, coming out there with a huge bandage on his head like a mummy and throwing up a great pass for a great shot there.
Have you ever seen The Handmaid's Tale? He kind of looks like one of those characters. He's got a little hood on his head.
I would agree with you. Looking like he just got some molars put in.
We have one more period of overtime to go. Who's going to start with the ball, Dominic? Whoever had it?
It'll be whoever didn't have it to start, so I'm pretty sure it will be Alberta.
If that's true, they can double dip, and that would be huge.
That is big. In a game like this, where neither team has been able to stop the other one, getting 2-goal difference might be the thing that wins the game for them.
Absolutely. Man, these Canadian fans are fired up.
Oh, it appears that I was wrong. It looks like Houston's going to start with the ball here. Very important for them to get a goal here to start.
T. Ali says, hello, everyone. Hello, T. Ali. We saw you in the chat yesterday. Thank you for tuning in. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's been a great game, and there's still 5 minutes left of exciting action. It's going to be crazy. We can't wait to see it.
This is a huge possession here for Houston. They need to get a goal to tie it up, to keep this back and forth going.
So it's 5-on-5 now. Looks like someone will get a man back soon. I believe it should be Houston first.
Yep.
Oswald over to Bolo.
Alberta will be down the first minute and almost the first minute and a half.
Going in, and he put it in. Pass plays Holloway.
That's a huge goal.
And it's tied with 5 minutes left in the game.
Houston back up to full strength
now.
now.
Brayford with blood on his bandage going for the rip, and it's high, but he's hit again when he's already injured.
And that just goes to show how important this is to him.
Someone's asking for the structure if this goes to another tie.
So after this, if it's still tied, they will do another 2 5-minute halves. And then after that, I believe it is a shootout.
Here comes the president. Over to Gorgia, look. Back to the president. Back to Brayford with the bandage, but he's blocked. And there's no call.
And no 9-meter call there. That's a huge call there. Houston looking to take the lead.
And here comes Philippe, and they're taking their time. They might want to get some gas back. It's been a crazy one.
It's been a long weekend. It's been a long game, and both teams are sure to be exhausted.
Great point, Dominic. How many games do you think they played so far? 6 or 7?
At least 6. This might be the 6th or 7th game for each team.
Oh, with the in and out from Sasha. He hasn't played much, but he comes up big.
That's a big goal there. Now Alberta has to answer.
Big Pacey's back in. Looks like they're full strength. Both teams are.
Looking to make a substitution here.
And they
Bringing
do.
Cole back in.
Over to Pasty. Back to Cole.
It was actually Cole who had taken the 2-minute penalty. Oh,
they
and a
call
big
a charge
call.
with 3 minutes.
Turning the shoulder. Now Houston here looking to take a 2-goal advantage.
Cole with a big mistake with 3 minutes to go. They need a stop. Paulo says his heart's beating like crazy. So is mine. We're right here next to the action. It's crazy. I want to thank Andy again for the amazing video photography. Everyone can see it so clearly.
Timeout here looking like they have some moisture, some sweat on the court here, looking to stomp it out, get it dry.
Okay, let's take a step back. They have the ball. Houston has the ball. Up 1 goal. If they put it in here, it's not over, but it would be huge, right?
Yeah, that's a big point right there. This has been a game where neither team has been able to stop the other one, and taking a 2-goal lead, especially between 2 good teams like this, that might make all the difference.
What are they doing here with the stickum, do you think?
They're just using the stickum on the ball to dry the court up a little bit. It appears they've fixed the issue, and now we're going to get play back underway.
Oswald to Sasha. They got both big men on the court, Felipe and Sasha.
Manning out the left back here, trying to take him out of the play. That's a great pass there to get him involved.
Sasha over the top. He went for the shot. Oh, and they called that.
9-meter throw in here. Fouled on the shot.
Over to Sasha. To an Oswald brother. Sasha goes for the shot again, but they block it. And he finds an Oswald brother. But
And
it
an
looked like
offensive
steps.
foul.
Oh, it was an offensive foul.
Another offensive foul called.
Over to Cole, and they're running. And here comes Gorjaluk.
Gorjaluk missing the outside
And he
pick
goes
there
to
by
Cronin.
Jingles.
And
Going
he goes
outside.
for it, and it's in.
Tie game with 2.5 minutes left here at the U.S. Open Championship.
Cronin
A
has
great
been
shot.
clutch as you can be.
He's a big-time player, and like I've said at least 8 times in this broadcast, big-time players make big-time plays.
That they do. Here comes the Oswald brother to Sasha, and they rip him with the ball, but I don't think you can do it like that.
9-meter throw in here. You can't just strip the ball away.
Oswald with a jump shot, and Blaze Holloway makes the stop.
That is a huge save here. Alberta looking to go down here with under 2 minutes left. Get a goal.
Here
and
comes
go
the
up
president.
1. And a
The
great
president
pass.
to Gorjaluk, and he goes for the float shot, and he missed it wide.
Trying to get too cute with the float shot there. Now Houston here looking to go the other way and take a 1-point lead.
90 seconds left. Over to Oswald. He went. Here's Sasha. He does a fake. He had some opening, but they hold him.
Great defense there. Not falling for the fake pass.
Here comes Sasha. Back to an Oswald brother. Oswald goes for the fake shot, and he gets it to the pivot. And he hits it off the bar! Are you kidding me? With 1 minute left, he hit the crossbar off the ground.
The story of this game so far, it looks like, is big mistakes in the last minute in the last minutes here. Let's see who can not make a mistake here.
That was Bolo in the pivot, and he hit the ground, then the bar.
Alberta here looking to take a 1-point lead.
The president!
9-meter throw in here. This is exactly what Alberta wants. As little clock as possible. They want to run it down, get a goal, and not give Houston any time to equalize.
Big Pacey with the reset to Cole. Over to the president. He's eyeing up Sasha. He goes for the move. He drops it to Noah, but it gets away. But he gets it back. But he was out of bounds. And now Houston has the ball with 25 seconds.
Looking to get one here.
It's Sasha back to Oswald. Back to Sasha. And they hold him, but he shoots at his high.
9-meter throw in here with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Houston
They try to get the ball quickly.
A timeout called here
with
by the
7
refs.
seconds.
Trying not to end the game by letting the ball roll around. 7.5 seconds here. You gotta think it's gotta be a jump shot here from one of their big backs.
Over to Philippe. He jumps, but he's held. And it looks like that we're gonna have 2 more periods.
And it looks so now we're gonna have a 9-meter penalty shot here. Alberta will have the chance to line up and block it, and Houston is gonna take one of their big tall backs and try and shoot it over the top of them for the win.
Can he jump?
He cannot jump. He has to keep it at least 1 foot planted. It's the same as a 7-meter penalty shot, except from the 9.
And blocked.
2 more periods of overtime here.
Absolutely ridiculous game here. Double overtime in the Open Champion League game in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Neither of these teams want to lose.
They are playing their hearts out. We have 5-minute break, I believe. Is that true, Dominic?
I believe that's true.
I am going to take another break, and we're going to be back in 5 minutes. It's been a crazy one. All right, guys, we are back. All right, 45 seconds. Oh, looks like they're going to do a start now.
Yep.
They sometimes do that if they're ready.
Yep.
We'll still try to go through the comments real quick. Oh, it's the last period, so please explain what happens if this ties. So we have 2 5-minute periods coming up.
And if it ties, what I believe happens is it goes to a shootout. Each team selects 5 players from the players who are on the court, and they'll shoot 5 7-meter penalty shots. and it's the same as a hockey shootout, best of 5 or whoever makes the most wins.
Wilson and Noah. Noah with the float shot, and it's saved!
And Alberta has recent experience in the double overtime championship game at the U21 championship in Canada.
What a save from the keeper, Fonseca!
At the U21 championship in Canada, they played a double overtime game against Manitoba, and they won by 1 in the second overtime period.
Wow, so they have experience in this field.
This is not something new for them. But Houston is a veteran team, and I'm sure lots of their guys have played in plenty of overtime games.
Oswald DeSasha, he makes a move. He goes for the shot.
Great defense there.
Again, this is the championship game for the for the Open Division at the U.S. Open Handball Championship 2019, Myrtle Beach. And Oswald brother gets it over to Philippe. Back to an Oswald brother, and it's back to the...
That's a great deflection there. Way to have your hands up. You're going to be thrown in from the corner after being deflected out the back by a player on the defending team. Only the goalie is allowed to knock it out the back and have it come back to the defending team.
Great insight, Dominic. Thank you. Here comes Philippe.
Wow. That is a very tough shot for a right-handed player going left into the corner. It'll be a 9-meter throw in here. Stop before he could actually get the shot off.
Philippe over to an Oswald brother. Back to Sasha. He goes in and out. He tries to hit the pivot, but it's stolen. And he's up to Gorjaluk. Over to Cole, and he has a break. And he finishes.
That's a big-time shot there. Those are just simply goals you have to convert on the fast break. And once again, the story of this game, going back and forth, never more than a 1-point lead here.
Back to an Oswald brother.
Houston set up with a pivot in the middle, looking to clear up lanes for their lateral backs here, looking for an outside shot.
Peter Oswald, back to Philippe, he goes in and out, he goes for the shot, and he puts it in!
That's a great shot. The Alberta goalie standing on his head all game, but you can't save every single one.
Especially when he had that kind of angle. Oh, and that's a difficult pass.
That's a tough pass to make, and probably not the pass you want when you're trying to get up one in a tie game, especially not in overtime.
That was Gorjaluk trying to feed Big Pasty in the pivot.
He probably thought that Big Pasty, a.k.a. Jingles, was trying to had better position than he had, but defending pivot got around him and got the steal.
That's a hard thing to root him out, and then he did it.
Yeah.
Philippe to Sasha. Gorjaluk does a good job on the big man.
That's a great move, but waited to recover by the defender there, especially when there's so much of a height disadvantage there.
Right.
Really moving his feet, making up for it with hustle.
Right. Over to Asphalt. He's held up.
Alberta playing great team defense there, closing in immediately on a player as soon as they enter the 9-meter line.
Again, this is the first period of 2 in the double overtime. Here comes Oswald. Oh, and he saved it.
A great save.
Blaze Holloway. He's doing it again. Over to Gorjaluk.
Pass. Coming
over
in the
to
middle.
Cole. He finds Big Pasty. He lines it up.
I want a save by the goaltender.
What a save.
That is an amazing save, number 1.
Fonseca, another save. Are you kidding me?
He is a veteran goaltender at this level, and as we've seen before, he will continue to make those plays. He's been here before.
Are you kidding me?
That's a big-time play.
And now Houston's going to take it easy. Oh, and they go for the quick attack. And they call it 9-meter.
Again, great team defense there, closing up the middle and closing up the sides to prevent those big players from overpowering a single player one-on-one.
Here comes Philippe, and he dumps it to the pivot.
A great pass. However, 9-meter penalty. The defender on the pivot had already grabbed him before he had a chance to play the ball, so that'll be a 9-meter throw-in.
Craig Fisher says, fantastic commentary. You guys are doing an awesome job. Thank you very much. It's me, Connor Hughes, and Dominic. We are loving it.
Moisture here on the court. Again. Players are working hard.
I would say so. How many minutes has it been total? 75. About to be 75. Quick math over here. That's that American education. Oh, I'm just kidding.
All right, setting up the line, player in the middle here, looking to, or on the left side, on the left side looking to play two-man game with their left back here.
Here's Sasha doing Oswald, brother. Back to Philippe. 20 seconds to go in the first period of double overtime. Oswald gets it. He goes with the jump shot, and it's saved. And he tries to get the rebound, and he does. He flipped it back, and he goes for the float shot, and it's saved again by Blaze Holloway.
A heads-up save there by the Alberta goalie, not falling for the lob.
Over to Cronin. He goes to Noah, and he floats it in.
Right back the other way. That is a huge momentum booster going into the break for Alberta.
Are you kidding me, Blaze Holloway?
5 more minutes.
Are you kidding me? Can you explain that sequence, what just happened there?
That is a really tough play for a goaltender to make. You want to come out, especially when a player's that close. There's not much chance of saving it when you're in the net. You just want to come out and be as big as possible. Saw it, looked for the lob. Great play by the goaltender to be light on his feet, get back, get a hand on the lob, and knock it away from the net.
And then they got the outlet, and they got it to Noah, and he finished with a float shot.
And that's a perfect flow shot. You don't want to throw it too high because that's what happened down on the Alberta end. Throw it too high, give the goaltender time to get under it. On the other end, didn't give him too much time.
Amazing save, Blaze. Holy smokes, saves for days. Blaze is on it, on fire with saves. Yes, Cousin Blaze says Kira. Craig says perimeter. What a save, what a finish. Let's go Firehawks, says Anna. Let's go Firehawks indeed. Let's go both these teams. They're playing great. This is entertaining. Oh, that's an understatement. It's been an amazing game.
Whoever you're cheering for, this is a great game. You have to be happy with the way both teams have played after a long weekend of playing. 75 minutes of playing now. They're both still playing hard.
Beth says, let's go Big Pasty.
All right, now Houston will start here. This is a big possession here.
This is the final period. If this ties, we are going to shoot out. Here comes an Oswald brother. Over to Sasha. Oswald over to Philippe. He does an in and out. Back to an Oswald. Back to Sasha. Over to another Oswald. What a play. And it's saved by Blaze Holloway.
A huge save. Blaze Holloway standing on his head here in this championship game, making every play that he can.
The president to the corner to Gorjaluk, and he's saved by
both goaltenders.
By Fonseca.
Both goaltenders are playing excellent, trying to do everything they can to help their team out.
Unbelievable.
Both the goalie position in handball, not always one that is given as much credit as it should be given, but both these guys making huge impacts on the game here.
Absolutely, Dominic. Back to Oswald.
Looking for the cross here,
Sasha
looking for an outside shot.
Over to another Oswald. Philippe was there, but he doesn't get it. There's a miscommunication on the pass.
And a huge mental mistake here. Alberta now up a goal, looking to double down here and get another one. This is a huge possession here. If Alberta can double up here.
The president with the shot, he puts it in the right side.
That's a fabulous stem shot there. A big time goal. Alberta goes up 2, and now the pressure is on Houston to try and score 2 more and even it up here.
This is a huge possession for Houston. They do not want to come up dry here.
The way both teams have been playing, there might only be 5, at most 5 more possessions in this game, so each one is huge. Looking for a cross here.
Here comes Sasha. He went for the pivot pass. It was risky, and he got it.
Bringing it down to 1. A 1-goal lead for Alberta here.
Can you talk about that pass?
That's a great pass there. He came in hard. He drew the back to come and defend him. Got his pivot one-on-one. Made a great pass. Pivot made a great turn to get facing the net. Great shot.
Keep an eye out for passive play here, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Here comes Cronin. He goes for the shot, and he
That's
puts it
a
in the left
great
side.
shot.
Cronin is clutch.
Another great shot here by a guy who has shown in this game that he is not afraid of the moment.
Not even close. He loves the moment. Over to the wing with the shot, and another save by Blaze Holloway. And we have an injury.
It's going to be, I believe it's going to be, I'm not sure what the call is here.
Trixie said he sniped that. Cronin certainly did snipe that. That was quite the shot. 2.5 minutes left, down 2 or up 2 with the ball. What is the strategy here for Alberta?
Alberta's strategy here, they have got to burn a little bit of clock, and they cannot give an easy transition pass or an easy pass that allows for a transition breakaway for Houston here. They have to use as much time as possible. A goal would be helpful, but the worst possible thing that could happen would be a turnover leading to an easy goal.
Gronin over to the president, over to Gorjaluk. Back up to Cole. He's played a great game. The president to Gorjaluk. Back to the president. He's going through. He's pushed over to Noah, but hits the post.
No call there. Noah looking for the call.
Here comes Bolo.
Coming back.
No, and he drops the pass, and here comes Gronin.
A huge steal there by Alberta.
And he holds it up so smartly from Gronin. He knows they've been in this position before.
2 minutes left in this game, up 2 goals. Alberta here looking to kill the clock and finish this game out strong.
And they dump it into Pasty, and he goes for the shot, and he puts it in!
He put the ball between his legs there, faced the net, and put it in. A huge, huge goal from a player who has seen his fair share of big moments.
Over to Sasha. They need to go quick. And he goes for the shot, and it's off the post.
bar.
It looks like they might have a rebound.
A big rebound there.
Philippe into the pivot, but it's blocked, and they got the
Great
ball.
defense there by Alberta, preventing the pivot pass. Alberta here, up 3, looking to kill the remaining minute 20 of this game and finish it out.
And we're hearing the chants of Berta.
The fans are going crazy here.
They've played an amazing game.
This has been a hard-fought game by both teams.
Noah gets pushed, and he puts it in, and that might be it.
That is the goal there. Up 4 with under a minute
And
left.
he rocks the baby.
That is as big a goal as you're ever going to see at this level. Houston here looking perhaps futilely for another goal. They're going to try and do everything they can. This is an elite team. They're not going to just give up here.
Number 7, Cole, the 16-year-old going to Denmark, rocks the baby on the court on the way down. He can feel it.
A big long pass there. Alberta here, they should be looking to just kill the remaining 30 seconds here.
30 seconds left, and wow, has it been a great game.
This has been a fabulous game. Both teams have played excellently. Only one team can win, though, and in this case, it looks like it's going to be the Alberta men.
Big Pasty with the finishing touches, and a great save from Fonseca. And another save, oh, it's in!
A great goal by Noah. He's had a fantastic game.
And he's fired up! And that's the game!
A 2-minute penalty, that is it. Like we said at halftime, he hadn't quite got it going at halftime. He got a couple to go, and now he's having a fabulous game.
And you guys called it. You just said he needed a couple to get it going after half. And that's exactly what he did. And they throw it to the keeper, and that's it. And Berta has won the 2019 U.S. Open Division Championship. And here come the trophies.
A well-deserved win for them. Both teams played hard. Alberta came out, scored 36 goals, and that's all you need in a game like this.
If you've never seen handball before and you watch that, that is exactly what you want to see, right?
That is a great game. That is a fabulous Open Division Championship right there. Both teams played hard.
It was back and forth. It was great. It was amazing. I'm standing up because I'm excited. So let's explain the styles. What did you see? How did Alberta change it up? How did they start to get out in the break?
In the first half, Alberta wasn't playing as fast as they would like to. In the second half, their goaltender play increased, and when their goalie's making good saves, he can get the ball down and get it out fast. And Alberta getting all their players up the court, everybody looking up, trying to get good shots, and that's a big thing when you're playing a team as big as Houston.
That's a great point that you brought up, Blaze Holloway. Can you talk about his play and what he did for this team today?
The goaltender position in handball is not one that always gets the most credit, but when your goaltender is playing well, they're the most impactful player on the floor. We saw that today with Blaze. He made every big save that he needed to in the last couple minutes, and that was enough to get Alberta the win.
I guarantee you, if we start asking man of the match, I bet they all say Blaze.
I betcha that would be the one I would go with.
Well, let's try to get some interviews. We know these guys are hyped up, going to get their trophy. Going to take off the headset.
Pablito campeón. Final, thank you. Thank you. Ya me puse los Hope you're back next year. Yeah. We will. I need American white. We're coming for the good one. 2 or 3. We're coming for the good one. Congratulations. That's it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't want my color. Congratulations.
Coach Robert Hedden presenting the silver medal to the Houston Firehawks. Franzosen, ne? Du hast sofort die Karte bekommen, hast du viel gesprochen oder? Ja, ich glaube, ja. Ich glaube, recht. Also, sieht man das, das ist so eine Hütte. Richtige Kante. Eins ist auch Deutsch. Seit gestern. Bitte heute nach Hause? Nee, zum Glück nicht. Ich lege mich erstmal an den Schrank. Ja, danke. One baby. The goblin. The goblin. Yes, boys. You guys are amazing. You and the Raptors. You and the Raptors. Spring's only in high school, ladies. Tim Horton should be proud of you guys. Sponsor us. I know, you need one of your jerseys, right? Better be on Kim and Sim.
Really awesome. All right, Alberta team handball. All right, I'd like to call the team captain from Miami forward. We got that too. This is the ground medal trophy presented to Leo Acosta. I'd like to call the team captain from Houston Firehawks forward now. And I'm going to present the team captain, Francois Labilla. Alberta forward. And our very secretary, Coach David and Jelly. All right, we have some individual awards to get out now. We're going to start with open division.
Number 1.
From Carolina Blue, Keith Peck. Receiving around to the pass is Paul Crow.
MVP. Who's got MVP? Okay, now stay with him. Stay with him in the line. Stay in the line. In the line.
I've got to go like 30 minutes, so I've got to check out. So let's
Tiebreaker goes to Aiden Briggs from Long Island Tigers. Aiden Briggs is not here. Secondly, to Ashley Michael Gordon.